I am to report, for the first time, I was able to wash dishes in weeks. It's so bad here. And a considerable amount, like 15 minutes of dishes. And I could have the door open. But when I did it, there was terrorists here, okay? And when they first started moving around, like what they do, okay? I don't have to describe every last step and move in detail. It's still the same MO. So I went out there, but this time they were really quiet. And the dude has been trying to blow the world up from upstairs with the people I typed about. So he's got all those lights on. I know you know that, but it's confirmed. I'm confirming it in here. He's got it all. It's fucking lit up, and down there it's lit. I don't have to describe this. It's so bright, okay? All right. And the TV is blasting the basement, and switching the music is real schizophrenic down in the basement. Blasting the entire time, okay? So the door is open. I'm washing dishes for 15 minutes, easy. And I use the bathroom. So I'm flushing the toilet and all this stuff, okay? I'm gonna speed up because towards that end it got really, really serious in here. Okay, so about the last few minutes, I was done. There's no way they could have known that. But I didn't do all the dishes because I've been trapped in here for fear of my life, unable to leave for like months. And the dishes and the garbage and everything, like I have reported, is completely, wildly out of control. I'm just trying to pick up the pieces of what I can, when I can, and I was able to actually leave the room this morning. After I reported the man terrorist from basement trying to blow up the world with the military from this house, I couldn't leave the room, right? But I was able to, so I did. After a certain time, I'm not going to do this because the special ops have got my back with that. Knowing times and all this, because I'm just trying to survive this. They know that. I don't need to do that. That's unreasonable. Okay. So I go out there, and that is what I did. Mission was accomplished. So there's no way the terrorists, whoever it was at least 3 of them in here. Easy 3. They couldn't have known I was done, but towards the last few minutes, it got really, really, really serious in here. The TV in the murder room went up to the, not top max like when Jasmine Morrison, Iranian terrorist, was executed. But that happens a lot, but she was really showing off because that hasn't happened in a while, and the special ops know that. Hallelujah. Well, good riddance, fucking Iranian terrorist. All right, but it was blasting at max volume, not the stereo system from the dead terrorist night. No, but you know this, so I don't have to go do all these details. It's just, no matter what loud volume they have it on, it gets so loud. It's shocking. You're standing on the 2nd floor and you're like, what the fuck? And it just went up real loud. It was on some weird cartoon or something. It was creepy. And then it switched from a weird cartoon after 1 minute to, they think they're fucking cute here, to some fucking TV shit, thriller horse shit. Okay, so then I was wrapping up. I'm like, I'm gonna get out of here. There's easily 3, and it's getting loud and all that stuff. So I wrap it up, but I'm safe. I know I'm safe. It's still bright, really bright, everything bright. 3rd floor, jet black. Okay, 2nd floor, jet black. The man's got all his gear going downstairs to blow up the fucking planet. Okay, the man terrorist, ISIS 1509. All right, so I'm not looking and seeing nobody because the door is open. I'm watching to see them. They're not trying to show their face, okay? But by the time I wrapped it up and that TV got loud, they started fucking flying everywhere upstairs. So when I come back in here, within minutes, there's stomping, fierce stomping, barefoot, Like they're flying relay races up there, okay? I can't get this over enough. There's at least 2 of them running fucking fast everywhere, dude. Then I hear a poor animal scream so loud, a cat. It was so sad. The animal abuse here is so evil. Okay, so they did something awful to a cat. God knows what. I don't know, okay? And then the racing in the fucking panorama was continuing. I'm in my extra room. I heard every fucking second of it. I secure my precious little son cat, close the door, he's safe. All right, that scared the living life out of him, as it should. It's instinctual. He's safe, I'm secure, he's secure. I'm just staying there and listen to all of it. Then I hear only one terrorist, not 2. The one I still hear is barefoot, they both were. This one's racing all over, storming, stomping in the murder room, up and down the hallway. And then it goes into the fake room. There's all this ruckus in that cubby hole. When I say ruckus, it's level 3 loud. So we're getting level 4 and level 5. So level 4 is crazy loud. Level 5 is, I save it, but it's happened here. I mean, this was level 3. It was getting really, it was at that point incredibly serious. They were still trying to be kind of quiet, but whatever they were doing, this one terrorist barefoot, they were going extremely fast, and there's all this ruckus in the fucking cubbyhole of the fake room. Ruckus, just, I'm not going to describe it. We can do it later another time. Then it was only in there for about a minute. Then it runs back. I believe it was, because I heard it. Boom, 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 boom. This fucking unhinged up there, this terrorist. It runs back into the murder room to the same area, but in the murder room. It's over there above my head where they drop fucking people. Right, I reported that area. It's over there making a ruckus over there now. And then it sprints, races over to the computer equipment above my head. And it's sending all the WMD stuff, but I'm not at liberty to talk about what it did. But I can say it's doing the WMD stuff and things. Okay, I was clear on that the whole time I was in there, by the way, the extra room. But it's just a lot to report. Okay. And then it turns on this computer equipment, and then the TV in the murder room is now blasting into my room, which it had not been. Okay, so they had some TV in another room fucking blasting to outer space up there, right? And then I hear a woman, and I think it was the psychotic of 1509 Cannibal ISIS bomb maker, the female. But it could have been someone else. It wasn't any of the hookers. It sounded like a white woman or a possible African American woman, but more in her 40s. It's hard to judge someone by their age, by their voice. It just didn't sound like a young 20-year-old laughing and giggling. And the night I heard Jasmine Morrison, the deceased Iranian terrorist, hallelujah, Jesus Christ, she's in her 30s. You can kind of tell. Right, you can kind of tell there's been different age groups here. I've heard so many different age groups of women getting killed here. It's horrifying. They walk their baby buggies past this house. They do it due diligently. They bring baby buggies past this house as a show of force and loyalty to Hitler Nazi. My cat wanted out. It's okay, it's safe for him to go out now. I can't keep him cooped up in here, he might have to use the bathroom. That is why you're seeing the white, the Taiwanese, and the Arab primarily, with so many baby buggies. I've seen Japanese, I've seen everybody's got baby buggies, and I know the special ops know it too. It's clear as day what they're doing. They have not doubled it, they have tripled the baby buggies rolling past the house. It's like now the town is doing that. I don't have words to explain, and it's really a shame and another atrocity that I cannot communicate and convey how calculated, how deliberate, and how sick, evil that is, that they do it on purpose, and they do, to show this is perfectly fine. They're Nazis. Hitler did not care. He did human testing on the Jewish people. He killed blacks and he killed everybody fucking else. You gotta get a clue of what a fucking Nazi's about. The Iranian and the Shiite and the Muslims are exactly the fucking same. But you know what? They're religiously driven, so they're worse in some aspects. In some aspects, the Middle Eastern terrorists are fucking worse. And this is a whole nother topic, okay? I have to report this. So there's a female terrorist over my head at that point. She has a conversation just like that stupid deceased Iranian terrorist Jasmine Morris had. She had a conversation loud and proud, feeling sorry for herself and confused. It could have been the white one or a black one. Could have been the one from here, like I said. Then my cat's a little distracting. She had a conversation for about 30 seconds, okay? Not very long, but long enough to totally hear them. They're in fucking complete talking. I can't find words to describe. They are talking conversation, okay? And then the sounds from the TV is really loud, and that terrace, you don't hear it talking, but I hear it racing. And then all this panorama's breaking out up there, okay? It's full-on fucking combat, but I can't tell. It's really muffled. And then I'm just getting out of there. I'm like, I need to get out of here. And my guidance started kicking in, and it was like, you need to get out of here now. You need to get out of here. Get in the room. Don't let Mickey go out there. Close the door and just sit still. And then while I sat here, my guidance was, it's really, really dangerous. You can't really do anything about this, dude. You're in your house slippers. You don't have pistols. You really just need to sit still. Okay, and that's all I can report, all right? And now, within a few minutes from, it was, okay, to be clear, it was when I got that guidance, because I'm in here alone, and I'm witnessing murders, combat, bombs, everything is so fucking horrible in here. And then you go to the porch and they're strolling babies due diligently. Premeditated, planned baby strolls to say we're neo-Nazis and this is what we're gonna do. To you and everybody else, we are white power. That's why they're doing it. You got to get a grip, people, because I know that you're upset about seeing that. You need to understand what the fuck is going on. It'll help you, trust me. Okay? So, about a few minutes after I was just sitting here frozen, praying for my fucking life in my room, completely helpless, it was all good. I can let Miggy out, like you just saw on the video. I can report this shit, dude. Okay, and there's been tons of other terrorist activity in here that either I can't fucking recall right now, which if you just were here and you said, oh, such and such, I would say, oh yeah. Or there's other terrorist activity that I just plain can't talk about, like what I said with the WMDs that they were doing with up there. I just said it. If you don't remember, it's about 5 minutes ago. It's on video. So there's a lot that I can't fucking talk about. All right, bye.